What's going on, YouTube? I've been up for a long time. I'm going to try to do this one more time, and then I'm going to post this video. Uh, hopefully I make a little bit of sense. This is on a topic where I think both, where this discussion came into, I think both are wrong. I agree Winhoff method has some benefits. I also believe, I don't know if the guy, or I agree with Greg that I don't know if his claim of 20 beats per minute, it helping you with like that. I don't know of anything that helps at all. Okay. Now, I'm not a super practitioner into Wim Hof, but I did do martial arts and I've done a lot of meditation. I've basically attempted Wim Hof and things like that and tried to understand it through my martial artist, or through being a martial artist, because back when I was really training, it was a lifestyle. It was not just punching and kicking. It was trying to master myself, as I'm still working on today. Okay, so the Wim Hof method. I actually hate the Wim Hof method. Personally, for me, it is kind of torturous, in my opinion. That being said, that's not to say that it's bad. It's just not something that I enjoy. Because, as I said, it kind of feels torturous. So, I've had hypothermia three times. Yeah, twice that I can think of. I don't want to say three. Twice confirmed, and I've had, frostbite and all of that. I used to try to go outside and sit in the snow as little close as I can and meditate, as I saw monks do that, and I thought that was a thing. Couldn't find out that was movie jargon, but yeah, I wanted to be a monk, essentially, and so what I would see, I would try, in the confines of what I could. So I've done Wim Hof, not a master at it, but I do somewhat understand it. I know Greg has a master's in kinesiology. The only thing that I will say to that is Western and Eastern medicine are completely different. Eastern is very holistic, very of the earth and of yourself. Due to their religions and things like that, a lot of their medicine is either from the earth or from inside themselves. In fact, we call it rest, but sometimes they will meditate. They believe meditation can heal, focusing on your breath. And there are people in the East that believe that we don't really need medicine. We just have to focus on our breathing, and that meditation can heal you. Not a big fan of that, but I do somewhat see the merit to that. On the other side, Western culture is very medicine-based, very man-made medicine-based. And the Wim Hof is really old. Essentially, I mean, it's an old practice. It's all about bringing into yourself, and it actually does two things, or two benefits that I've seen. One, it's torturous, but it is a form of meditation. Meditation is anytime you can only focus on one thing. You let everything go and you focus on that one thing. Okay? A lot of times, even with the Wim Hof, it is about breathing. Okay? That's not to say that you don't just focus on that when you meditate. There's a lot of things you can focus on. One thing that I used to try to do is I used to try to feel my blood move through my body. Is to relax enough to where, obviously, I can't feel it, but relax enough where I could feel my heartbeat in every part of my body. And my goal was to be able to feel the blood run through my body, full meditation style. Never got there, but yes. So it is a form of meditation, which can be helpful with you mentally, physically, spiritually. It does actually give you some benefits, in my opinion. After the fact, during it sucks. The other thing that it does is it teaches you your shock response. I keep wanting to say stress response, shock response. Okay. Now, what is that? Your shock response is to tighten up when you're cold, right? And you shiver, right? But we all tighten up. Okay. No. Relax. Okay. Let yourself shiver and let yourself breathe. Now, yes, you're going to hyperventilate, right? Because your blood vessels constrict. But the goal is to actually relax into that. If you can relax when you're shivering, you'll actually make yourself warmer. Yeah. You guys can actually try that if you'd like. When it's cold out a little bit, right? Or if you're in the shower, turn the water on cold, right? Get here all tight like we all do, right? And shiver. And then just... and relax. And see how much warmer you actually feel. Yes, you're still going to be cold. Yes, still, again, I think it's torturous. It's not something that I particularly want to train in, but I do think it actually has some merit. Again, I think the guy that talks about it a lot, I think he glorifies it, and he idolizes. He makes it just something that's way up here. I disagree with that, but I don't think that it does nothing, as kind of Greg kind of pointed out too. I think one thing that a lot of people in fitness and things like that, especially in the Western culture, yes, it is diet and exercise, right? But I think meditation and things like that is something that we don't talk about. Focusing on yourself, focusing on what's going on in your body, what's going on in your mind and your body. I think we focus so much on the outward appearance. We don't focus on the inward appearance and how much we can actually control. And I'll give you an example. Biokinetics. I could not think of this word earlier, but biokinetics. Eastern culture, they call it chi. Westerners, we call it biokinetics. Biokinetics says if I put my hands together like this and I rotate them, right, I can actually make the air hotter inside my hands than the air outside. In fact, I've actually done this before, just because I know about the biokinetics. I can't explain it, why it does that, but I do know that it is the biokinetics of our bodies. But if I go like this and someone puts their hand inside my hands, the air is going to be warmer inside my hands than outside. I've heard that, or I know at least from my martial arts instructor, there's a way to control it, because you put your hand in front of his, and it's a significant difference. Like you feel like his hands just radiate heat. I'm not exactly sure how he does it. I can, somewhat do it, but I don't understand that. But that's biokinetics, right? That's the difference between Eastern and Westerner understanding. Anyway, guys, I hope this makes sense. I just wanted to say, I think both sides have merit, and I think, glorifying it is wrong, but I also think bashing it and saying it does nothing is wrong. I think um, that the Eastern medicine and Western medicine need to come together, because there are good things about Eastern medicine. There are also good things about Western medicine. You bring them together, we'd be stronger, and we'd actually understand our body even more. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna head to bed, and hopefully this video made sense. All right, guys, peace.